Let me ask you a question. What if the reason that you're not losing weight is not because of your lack of willpower, right? Instead, it's because you're using the wrong strategy. The wrong strategy. So now you have been sold this healthy lifestyle, right? But if you are using the wrong strategy, you're actually working against yourself while working with it, right? So today, I'm going to break down the three most common habits that look healthy from the outside, but on the inside, it's actually decreasing your metabolism, increasing your craving, and it's working against all that you're trying to do on your weight loss journey, right? So by the end of today's live stream, you'll be able to know exactly what to stop doing, exactly what you need to do in order to get those results that you are looking for when it comes to lasting weight loss. So I'm going to go over the three mistakes, things that on the outside looks good, but what it's actually doing is slowing down your metabolism, it's increasing your craving, and it's working against you and your goals. All right, so what are those three things? The first one, right, is skipping meals. Alrighty, let's be real, right? We're busy, you're busy professional, you got a lot of things to do. And so you're like, okay, I'll skip this meal, I'll skip this meal. Now, one mindset is just decrease calorie input, the meals, then I should be able to have less calories. So therefore, I should be losing weight, right? Wrong. Now, I remember when I had my first kid. Of course, we know after pregnancy, a lot of times you gain weight. Some of us do. Some of us gain weight. And after you have the pregnancy, you're trying to lose the weight. I went back to work and I'm like, okay, I'm going to use one of these trackers to track my calories. And I remember putting in the calories and the tracker was saying, you're not eating enough. And I'm like, whatever, because I'm losing weight. However, in the long run, sabotaging the right? I was actually sabotaging myself. How? You're like, decrease calorie input, less calories, less fat. Wrong. My metabolism started to go into starvation mode. We're not really putting in calories. Something must be going on. Let me hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to the fat because we might need it for the energy because it looks like there's not like a lot of food going on around here. The food distribution is low. But in my mind, I thought that I was helping myself to lose weight. But you can't fight physiology. If your body is made to be at its optimum, and it's going to try to make sure that you're always at your best. So if you are taking in a decreased amount of calories, your body's, there must be a famine going on. I need to be able to keep this person alive as long as possible. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to slow down the rate at which they metabolize food so that we can hold on to as much fat as possible because there's a famine going on. Now, am I in a famine? No. Was I in a famine at that time? No. But my body thought I was. And guess what my body did? It held on to the fat. And that's what's happening to your body. When you're not eating, your body's physiology is doing what it's meant to do. Hold on so it can keep that fat for energy, right? So you're like, I want to get rid of all of this. So I'm going to eat less. Wrong, wrong, right? So when you're skipping meals, you're actually slowing down your metabolism, right? When you're not having enough caloric intake, you're actually slowing your metabolism down. So at first, you might be like, oh, I lost 2 pounds. Oh, I lost 3 pounds. But guess what? After a while, your body is going to hold on and you will no longer be losing weight because your body's physiology is gotten to its new metabolic rate, which is a slower metabolic rate, right? So now we know that fat storage is just going to happen because that's how the body works. It's the body's physiology. So now the second thing that we do that looks from the outside, it looks great, right? Is over exercising. So we're like, I'm trying to get rid of this excess weight. So I'm barely going to eat, but I'm going to also ramp up the amount of exercise that I'm doing. I'm going to go exercise 2 times a day, morning, evening. I'm going hard, hard. What are you doing to your body? You're putting your body under excess stress. And now you know when your body is under the excess stress, it's going to release the stress hormone, right? Which is what? Cortisol. And what is cortisol doing? Cortisol is saying, oh, we're in a stress mode. We need to store energy because there must be something going on. Oh, there's a famine and we're under stress. Okay, we need to hold on to as much fat storage so that we can use it for energy. So now again, you're working against your body's physiology, right? I don't want you to hear what I did not say, right? So, no, I didn't say you do not exercise. I said over exercising, right? Over exercising is not good if you are trying to lose weight, right? Your body needs to be in a state where you are optimal when it comes to your stress management. It needs to be in a state where the energy expenditure and the metabolic rate is at its optimal. When is it not at its optimum? When you're under a lot of stress. When you stress the body out, the body will start to do what it does, which is okay, I need to slow down this rate. So, as I said, this has nothing to do with you and like your willpower. It is all the physiology. That's just how your body is made to work, right? So, over exercising, you're going to increase your stress hormone. You're increasing your stress hormone. Guess what's going to start to happen? It's going to hold on to all of that fat. So, it's not about just training harder and harder. It's about doing things smarter. It's about doing things smarter. You're already on this journey. You're already trying to lose the weight. You're already doing the things that you know that you're supposed to do, but doing it smarter is better, right? So when you find yourself getting to that mode when you're like, oh my gosh, you know what? If 5 is good, then 25 must be better. Is it? Is it though? Is it better if you are under a lot of stress? No, you're actually working against all the things that you want to do, right? You're working against all the things that you want to do. Now, here's this other thing that looks good from the outside, but it's actually working against you. And I want you to hear this loud and clear, especially all my folks who are high achievers, the perfect, need to get it straight all the time. I started this journey. I want a perfect A plus on this journey called weight loss, right? I want you to listen to me loud and clear. You do not want to restrict yourselves too quickly. So, you've been on a journey where you've just been eating any and anything that you want, but now you want to curb and to do things right and to eat something that has proper nutrition. And you said, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to work out, right? But I want you going from 0 to 100 just thinking that you're going to be able to stick with it right away and then consider this willpower or discipline, right? So I know there have been times, and I'm guilty of this too. So I'm talking to you as I had to talk to myself, right? Where I said, okay, I'm going to be on this journey. And so I'm going to be working out 5 days a week. Mind you, hadn't worked out in a while. I'm working out 5 days a week. And I'm going from like no carbs, no sugar. Yeah, that's just my gonna be my life. No carbs, no sugar. I'm starting that tomorrow and that's it. And guess what? By Wednesday or by Thursday, life's, right? So I might have a day where I'm at work and boom, I don't even get any chance to drink water because it's just that busy, right? The patients are sick. I have to go and take care of them. I can't say, oh, I can't take care of this person that's having a breathing problem or this person that's having a heart attack because I need to just stop to go eat my meal. The person is actively dying in front of me. So I have to do the work, right? So you go and you work, and then that's the day that, yeah, you brought all of this stuff to work. You have your water to try to hydrate, but it just doesn't happen. And so what starts happening at the end of the day? I start to crave, right? That's what happens. You start craving things. Like now, why am I craving sugar? I don't even like chocolate, but I'm craving that chocolate bar. Why? My blood sugar is low. Why am I craving the carbs? Why? I'm craving carbs because my stress level is high and I'm looking for something to cradle and to cuddle me emotionally, right? So, boom, you go ahead and you eat something. You have a chocolate bar. Even though the last 3 days, all you've been like, no sugar, no carbs, and I'm just going to be on the straight and narrow. But then what happens? That one day that you aren't able to follow this very strict path that you've given yourself, then you're like, oh, I'm tossing everything away. It's not meant to be. Oh, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it. Like all the negative words and all these negative phrases. I knew I bit off more than I could chew. I'm not supposed to be on this journey and all these negative things. I don't know why you thought you were going to be able to lose weight this time. I told you that's just how you are. That's how everyone is. And that's just happens when you get to that point in life. And that's just happens when you get to that age. That's just how it's going to be. No, no. What are you doing? You're getting yourself into dysregulation, right? It's a dysfunction that you're putting into yourself. It's a dysfunction because you're going from all to none. But that's not how it works. You might have to gradually work your way into it, right? So this all or none phenomena that you looked and you're like, oh, this person was able to lose all of this weight with all or none. You have to do what works for you and it works for your lifestyle, right? So it might be gradual for you, right? It might be that, yeah, you're not going to be able to work out 5 days out of the week, but maybe you can get 3 days out this week and then you start to work and increase. If you have a day that you're just unable to get to all the tasks that you have written down, you don't throw everything away. It's called a small setback. But a small setback does not mean that you stop overall. It's just that a small setback, right? It's just a small setback that you can use that to propel you forward. But it all depends on how you frame it in your mind. So are you going to use these three things that look so healthy from the outside to frame how you will make your journey be? Or are you going to take control and say, okay, I know that eating is important and my nutrition is important. I'm tracking my nutrition. If I'm having too low of calories, I need to ramp that up, right? I need to also exercise, but I need to do so where my body is not under excess stress. So I need to be able to regulate my stress and I need to exercise appropriately. I'm not going to overdo it, right? And I'm not putting myself in an all or none phenomenon where if I am unable to achieve the goals that I have for that day, I'm just tossing out every single goals that I've ever written. What happens when you restrict yourself too much is that you go into a state where your body is starting to crave the things that you're depriving it. And then boom, you're going into a binge. Oh, I might as well give up. I'm just going to eat anything that I want. And then we start saying it's just that phase of life. And that's just how it is. But we know that if you do things not in an all or none phenomenon, but make it gradually work for you and your lifestyle, you'll be able to achieve these goals that you have for yourself. Here's one thing that I want you to listen to me clearly. You cannot shame yourself into success. You cannot shame yourself into success, right? Lasting results, it requires consistency, but it also requires flexibility. Flexibility, right? So lasting results require you to be flexible. Now, what I said was Consistency is key. Consistency is key. But you have to remember consistency does not mean that you're going to be able to do 100% all the time. Consistency might mean that day you got 1% done, but you did something, right? You did something. So that 1% is you being flexible and understanding that's how your day went, but you got something done. So from the outside, are you going to let naysayers tell you that, oh, it looks like you're not going to be on this journey that long? Or are you going to tell yourself that I'm so proud that I got my 1% done today, but tomorrow I know I can do more, but I'm not stopping on this journey? How are you going to talk to yourself? How are you going to talk to yourself? Now, these three things that I've mentioned, right? Where, oh, it looks healthy from the outside. I don't barely need to eat. No, because you're really putting yourself in starvation mode. Or two, oh, I'm just going to over exercise. No, exercise is important, but you're not going to overdo it because you're going to start to release more stress hormones, which your body's going to start to hold on to things. Or, oh my gosh, I wasn't able to get things done. Forget it. I'm just going to give up. No, we're not doing that either. We're going to be consistent, but we're also going to be flexible. Now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh my gosh, Dr. Beckford, girl, I, yes, I've done all of those. All of those. Like, how can I help myself to get out of that cycle? Alrighty. I have a live masterclass that I am hosting. So it's going to be on April 1st, right? April 1st. And with this masterclass, you're going to learn how to reduce that stress eating, right? How to be able to stop having your metabolism slow down. We're going to fix those metabolism issues, right? You're going to learn to how to finally start to lose some of that weight and be able to do it in a way that's sustainable. Now, if this is something that you are looking forward to and you're like, this is what I need in my life, I want you to type the word healthy in the comments, and then I'll DM you the link to register for this masterclass. So if you're ready to just stop this stress eating, if you're ready to fix this metabolism that I've been screwing up because I'm thinking like this is what I need to do because it looked healthy from the outside, but then now I'm realizing that it's not, type the word healthy in the comments. I will DM you. I will DM you the link to register for this masterclass where you'll learn how to do this. Stop that stress eating. You'll learn to be able to get this, fix this metabolism, get it fixed, and be able to lose the weight efficiently and effectively. So now, this is what I want you to know. This is what I want you to know. You don't need any more restrictions. That's not it, right? I want you to know that you don't need to do any more excessive workout. You don't need all of that. What you need is a better strategy. That's right. What you need is to work with your body and not against it. Work with how your body is naturally made physiologically to support you. Don't work against it, right? So if you are ready to have this healthier version of you, I am inviting you to my masterclass. April 1st, it's a live masterclass, and you're going to learn how to stop stress eating, how to boost your metabolism, and how to lose that weight effectively. So type healthy in the comments, and you'll have that link sent to your DM to have you registered. I said it before, I say it again. I'm Dr. Beckford, and I'm here to help. I'll see you guys in that live masterclass. Take care.